Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sakshi Vilas Shirgaonkar from Bombay Teachers Training College, and today we'll be talking on the topic of Kyoto Protocol 2005. Now let's see, what is Kyoto Protocol? Kyoto Protocol came into existence because there are many industrialized countries like India, China, Japan, Germany, USA, and United Kingdoms. Because of the burning of the wood, fossil fuels, natural gases, and other harmful substances, it emits carbon dioxide in the environment, which increases the global temperature. So because of these issues, many scientists and people realized that we should sign an agreement, that is a Kyoto Protocol. It was signed by many countries in 1977 to reduce the greenhouse gas emission by 2012. Greenhouse gases include carbon dioxide, methane, nitroxide, ozone, and chlorofluorocarbons. For example, when we burn wood, fossil fuels, natural gases, and other harmful substances, it will emit carbon dioxide, which traps heat. So polar ice, Antarctica ice will melt, which will increase the sea level, and most of the regions will be flooded, and which destroys many things. Methane is more harmful gas which traps 20% more heat than the carbon dioxide. And more harmful than the methane is chlorofluorocarbons, which destroys the ozone layer. Kyoto Protocol is the only legal agreement between many countries to reduce greenhouse gas emission. The Kyoto Protocol was started by United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Now, let us see the objectives of Kyoto Protocol. So, the objectives for Kyoto Protocol are to decrease the production of greenhouse gas in the environment. Even if we are reducing greenhouse gas, we cannot stop food production because the food is a primary source in which agriculture is an important part. Agriculture has to be a part of the solution to address the climate change, but this will not require a focus on how agricultural systems can adapt to climate change in order to continue to increase food output. It should consider agriculture, opportunities and challenges in adapting climate change, but has to make sure that the food production doesn't stop. Also, it should make sure that there is economic development. Instead of using fossil fuels, we should develop renewable energy like wind energy, tidal energy, and solar energy. Now, let us see the principles of Kyoto Protocol. It sets the target of 37 countries and economic community to reduce greenhouse gas emission. It should recognize that the developed countries are primarily responsible for the productions of greenhouse gas emission like India, China, Japan, Germany, USA, and United Kingdoms. The country should work on it to reduce the greenhouse gas emission and the objectives under the protocol. There is a compliance committee which ensures that the countries are able to achieve the objectives under the protocol. If they are not able to, then this committee will help them in providing solutions to meet those objectives. Okay, so now let us see the commitment period. So the Kyoto Protocol has two commitment periods. First commitment, it was committed that the 37 countries and the economic community to reduce greenhouse gas emission by 5% in 2008 to 2012, comparing the 1990 levels. And the second commitment, it was committed to reduce at least 18% of greenhouse gas emission in 2013 to 2020. Now let us see the mechanisms under the Kyoto Protocol. It is not possible to decrease the number of industries, so mechanisms came into existence which became a solution. Now there are three types of mechanisms. First is International Emission Trading, Clean Development Mechanism, that is also called as CADM, Joint Implementation, that is also Protocol as a JI in short. Now let us see the first mechanism, that is the International Emission Trading. This protocol allows the countries to produce certain amount of carbon dioxide, but if the country fails and goes beyond it, can take help from another countries by paying them. Here the agreement is done between the countries. For example, in this, a country is producing suppose 120 units of greenhouse gas emission and is not able to reduce. So the country can take help from the other countries by telling them to reduce their emission units by paying them. Another example, this protocol has allowed to produce certain amount of carbon dioxide, but if the country reduces more than what is permitted to them, then the country can sell the unused permits to the other countries which produces more emission and earn money. Now let us see the second mechanism, that is the Clean Development Mechanism. Here it is that the developing country where the carbon dioxide emission is more and cannot reduce can pay to the country which produces less carbon dioxide and tells them to plant more trees and use renewable energy resources. It's not that the developing countries cannot plant trees and use renewable energy. It's that even if they do, it will be of no use and it will be less because the production of carbon dioxide is more there. Now let us see the third mechanism, that is the joint implementation. Here the agreement is not been made, but if the country themselves reduces the greenhouse gas emission by using ways like planting trees and using renewable energy, so the country can sell the units which are not used to the other countries and can earn money. Now let us see the impacts of Kyoto Protocol. It states that the target of reducing greenhouse gas was by 4.7%, but the parties under the agreement reduced it by 12.5%, which is a huge success. Now let us see the shortcomings of Kyoto Protocol. Now most of the objectives under protocol are to reduce carbon dioxide and not other harmful gases. Greenhouse gases include methane, nitroxide, ozone and chlorofluorocarbons, but these are ignored. Also, they did not address the other harmful gases like sulfur dioxide. Kyoto Protocol allows the richer countries to sell the units to other countries. It means the protocol allows them to produce carbon dioxide as much as they want. Now let us see the conclusions. So to conclude, it targets to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Commitments vary from nation to nation because some countries are ready to reduce certain amount of greenhouse gas and some are not. Some countries produce lot of emission and some countries have set the target to emit what is being permitted to them. Another thing is that the Kyoto Protocol only targets to reduce carbon dioxide. So many parties find it unacceptable and signed the Paris Climate Agreement in 2015. Thank you for listening. These are the references on the topic. Thank you.